Introducing our Utah Jazz.
Well, man, under the horn a sec. He's there. Score another one.
NBA most valuable player.
The hit, the Morris slammed up.
Good evening and welcome to a very special hour in honor of the Utah Jazz, calling it simply a season to remember. I'm Alema Harrington.
And I'm Gretchen Carr. The Jazz gave us a lot of memories this season, and we will relive many of those tonight.
Absolutely right, Gretchen, and we'll check back with you in just a moment. But first off, let's get down to some serious basketball. The Jazz opened the regular season on November 1st against the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last season. It was the start of an incredible run. The Utah Jazz set a new standard for play this year. It all started with a regular season home opener victory over arch rival Seattle. Karl Malone scored 27 points and collected 13 rebounds in the 99-91 win.
Prater to Duckworth, blocked by Lewis to tag, but picked up on the right corner. Utah
won their first two games before dropping two straight, and then they went on a tear. Putting together a franchise record 15 wins in a row, including a victory over the Denver Nuggets, where Utah came back from being down 36-70 at the half. They went on to win by the final of 107-103. It was the biggest comeback in NBA history.
I do. I believe in this whole team. I believe in this coaching staff on up to management.
The Jazz finished the first half of the season with a 33-14 record. And once again, Karl Malone and John Stockton were selected to the West All-Star team. Malone, a first-team pick, Stockton on the second team. And on top of that honor, Malone and Stockton were selected as two of the top 50 NBA players of all time. The record-setting season continued after the All-Star break. The Jazz racked up another 15-game win streak. This one included 8 straight road victories, where Utah averaged 112.25 points per game. Then on Friday, April 11th, the Jazz beat the Houston Rockets to tie a franchise record for wins in the season with 60.
We'd love to see this team in the playoffs. I think they're a good team, and we like the competition.
Utah finished the regular season with 64 wins against just 18 losses. They put together the best second half of the season in the NBA and secured home court advantage throughout the Western Conference playoffs, finishing with the second best overall record in the league. The Chicago Bulls were the only team with a better win-loss record. The crowning jewel for the best team in the West came on Sunday, May 19th, when after weeks of speculation, Karl Malone was officially announced as the NBA's most valuable player for the 1996-97 regular season. Wow, 64 wins in that regular season, just 3 losses coming at the Delta Center, but that record regular season was just the beginning. Isn't that right, Gretchen?
That's right, Alema. As you mentioned, all those wins gave the Jazz home court throughout the Western Conference Finals, and the Jazz made the most of that advantage.
Round 1 for the Jazz looked like David versus Goliath. The Jazz were making their 14th straight playoff appearance. The Clippers were Well, the Clippers.
You can't take them light because, I mean, everybody trying to be a spoiler in every event, so we got to come out and play physical against them.
And the Clippers played physical too, keeping pace most of the game. But the Jazz took control down the stretch, taking a 20-point win.
They was physical, and I think it took us a while to match their intensity. So it's going to be a tough game Saturday.
And on that Saturday, the Jazz manhandled the Clippers again.
Would not get up as Stockton fought to get to his feet.
And just 2 days later in L.A., the Jazz made team history, their first ever playoff sweep.
Luckily tonight we saw a little glimpse of how we're supposed to play, and we still have to get a lot better for the next round.
Today everybody patting us on the back. Tomorrow somebody be kicking us in the rear end if we're not ready to play.
We can't celebrate at all. We don't have time to celebrate. It's time to go do some more work and get ready for the next team.
That next team was the Lakers, and Shaquille O'Neal was talking big.
Nobody in this league, plays me one-on-one. Don't care who they are.
Greg Ostertag took the challenge, and after a 6-day layoff, the Jazz crushed the Lakers 93-77 in the opener. Game 2 came down to the line, literally. Antoine Carr hit 2 free throws, but the Lakers cried foul when Karl Malone knocked the ball away from Nick Van Exel.
Nick Van Exel says he got grabbed.
From the distance I can't really tell, but looks like my guess would be he got the ball.
We thought he was going to throw it into Shaq early, but I just kind of left my man, I think it was Jerome, just to come over and kind of help stop. And he was there, so I took a swipe at it.
And?
I took a swipe at it, and I got the ball.
They're trying to get an intentional foul.
The Lakers took their anger and blasted the Jazz by 20 in Game 3.
Look at it.
But Karl Malone's 42 points helped the Jazz take Game 4 and a 3-1 lead.
Karl Malone broke free from Jerome Kersey.
He's our leader. We've been riding this back the whole damn season, so we expect it of him.
You can expect that out of Karl Malone, but when a guy comes out and get a career high in the playoffs, that's when the things you have to worry about.
The Lakers would have more to worry about in Game 5. Kobe Bryant's air balls in overtime pushed the Jazz to the Western Conference Finals.
We're going to get right back into it and get ready for the conference final. People keep aging the Jazz, but I think we're aging pretty well.
The Jazz would now face 3 of the best players in NBA history: Barkley, Drexler, and Olajuwon.
They're a great team. They got the 3 guys that all 3 of them could hurt you in a different way.
Utah's had a great season. We've had a great season. It's going to be a hard series.
1996-97 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Karl Malone collected his MVP trophy before Game 1, and the Jazz went on to take a 2-0 lead.
Steal. Isley gives it up to Horner, set for 3.
Maloney right side alone, Eddie Johnson.
The NBA Finals then looked oh so close until Eddie Johnson scored 31 in Game 3. Johnson would be the hero once again in Game 4, but this time he would have to wait until the very end.
I just can't see it. If we get that game, it's over.
Why do you say that?
I just guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
If we get that game, it's over.
Johnson's guarantee would have to wait. The Jazz went on to win Game 5 and headed back to Houston just 1 game away from their first trip ever to the finals.
We got to come up with a performance just like here at home, and just act like we're at home down there. It's a hostile crowd down there, but we're confident we can get it done.
A Game 7 was looking like a sure thing until John Stockton took the game in his hands, took the ball, and hit the biggest shot of his life. Years of frustration had come to an end. The Jazz were moving on to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history.
Now, the season could have ended right there, and I think that most Jazz fans would probably have been very happy with that. But, Alema, as we know, the Jazz left Houston for some uncharted waters.
That's absolutely right, Gretchen. To the shores of Lake Michigan and the banks of the Chicago River, and the first ever trip to the NBA Finals in the kingdom of his airness, Michael Jordan.
Stockton, open three. John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
Those words are what Jazz fans had waited for nearly 2 decades. Their dream was finally a reality.
It feels great to be here. It's sort of overwhelming when you see all the focus that's being put on this, but when you think about it, it is the finals.
Beautiful pass. Yes, Karl Malone with a nice lead for John.
But the Jazz quickly realized what it takes to become the champion of the NBA.
Now to one. Here's Jordan. Yes. It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in Game 1 of the best of 7 on the jump shot by Michael Jordan.
This was only the beginning of what turned out to be one of the most competitive 6-game series in NBA Finals history.
Jordan, yes. Karl Malone with a turnaround in the face of Brian Williams. Jordan again. Hornacek, yes. Give Hornacek. That's a 3 for Michael Jordan. He has 9 of the 17. Stockton with the step. And that is their first field goal.
After dropping the first 2 in Chicago, the Jazz needed a cure for the first-time Finals blues. Now, while most of the Bulls worried about the noise, Dennis Rodman was concerning himself with religion.
I call some of them. That's fair. Maybe I don't know some of the Mormon people here don't like me either, right?
That's a given.
That's a given, right? So what the hell?
If I knew it was like a religious type deal, I would never said it, you know. I'm sorry about that, you know.
And while the words of Rodman emptied his pocketbook, the book of John tied the series at 2.
John Stockton with an enormous shot.
Y'all ready for this?
Here comes John, and he's got nothing but ball. And then the foot race is on. 4 of the NBA Finals with the Bulls up 2 games to 1. And Jordan Stockton fires down on the line.
The celebrating could be heard across the state, and the world finally got a glimpse of what Jazz fans have been waiting for years.
71-degree day here in Salt Lake City. Snow-capped mountains in the background. Festive scene around the Delta Center. NBA.
The entire jungle starts and ends in Salt Lake City.
I came here thinking Chicago, but it's like they're breaking me down with their will. Salt Lake is breaking me down, and I sense the will. I sense just the excitement for it. I got to go on record. I think Utah can win this one, and if they win this one, I think they can take 1 out of 2 back there.
But the jungle karma couldn't stop an ailing Michael Jordan in Game 5.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan.
So the party plans in Chicago had already begun, even before Game 6 had started.
I mean, I don't want to get overconfident and start thinking about things before the game is over.
And up until the final 5 seconds of Game 6, the Bulls' celebration plan was in jeopardy.
Checks the clock, 5 on the 24. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot. Curved up. 5 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. The Jazz take a timeout.
From 17 feet away, the Jazz' most memorable season came to an end.
To you guys, we love y'all very much. We almost showed you the title. We're going to give it another shot. Thank you.
Well, they may not have shown us the title, but they showed a lot of heart and a lot of talent. And they showed the Bulls that they were in a battle all the way.
They sure did, Alema. Well, the Jazz fans were also a big part of this season to remember. And coming up next, we'll show you how they won the unofficial title of World's Best. welcome back to our primetime tribute to the Utah Jazz, a season to remember. I'm Gretchen Carr. Well, some of the electricity and the sizzle of this season, of course, we can pay tribute to the fans for. The team belongs to this entire state, and almost the entire state was rooting the Jazz on every step of the way. News specialist Karen Shaler takes a look back at the fan frenzy like no other.
Outrageous.
They are here and they're having a great time, no doubt about it.
Out of hand. And sometimes out of control. The excitement for the Utah Jazz was completely contagious, spreading like wildfire throughout Utah. And when the Jazz made history, winning their first ever Western Conference Finals, it was like adding lighter fluid to an already raging flame.
The excitement only intensified as the Jazz moved into the NBA Finals. At times, the fan frenzy out here was so outrageous, it was impossible to contain or control.
And they're still celebrating out here. Back to Rod in the studio. Again, very excited people down here. Back to you, Dick.
They're way up. I can't win.
Inside the Delta Center during playoff games, the crowd noise was so overpowering it practically peaked the decibel meter. Outside, fan support was equally strong. Huge Jazz banners were plastered all over Utah. Jazz messages were found at the golf course, the top of tall buildings, and even elementary schools. And these patient and pumped up Jazz fans waited hours in line demanding, "Show us the Jazz t-shirts and hats."
Go Jazz! I'm hoarse from screaming last night.
When the Jazz won Game 4 of the finals, Jazz fever boiled over, pouring out into the streets in front of the Delta Center. It was like nothing Utah had ever seen before. As the excitement intensified, so did the demand for Jazz tickets. Scalpers were everywhere. People were charging and paying big bucks and trying anything and everything to score tickets.
Have you been able to find one?
No.
Not even with that outfit?
No.
The fan frenzy came to a screeching halt after the Jazz, playing at home, lost Game 5 of the finals. As thousands of disappointed and shocked Jazz fans shuffled out of the Delta Center, there was almost an eerie silence. Then, a stunned Utah crowd had to accept it was over when the Jazz lost Game 6 in Chicago. The Bulls had won the NBA Finals. But Jazz fans quickly regrouped, turning out at the airport by the thousands for a hero's welcome home for the Jazz. As Jazz players arrived back in Salt Lake City, the message was heard loud and clear. Utah fans are completely behind their Jazz, and they're convinced it's just a matter of time before the Jazz will bring home the title.
And that fan frenzy was unbelievable. Close to 10,000 fans flooded the airport last Saturday for the Jazz homecoming. Alema?
You know, that's right, Gretchen. Throughout the years, Jazz homecomings at the airport had been big events, but this year, they were the biggest. And players credit much of their success to the enthusiasm of their fans. News specialist Angela Ann shows us how thousands, and I mean thousands of fans, cheered this team on.
It was this historic shot that we'll all remember.
John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
A trip to the NBA Finals would be a first for the Jazz, and more than 15,000 fans waited at the airport to show them just what they thought about that trip. Never before had the players seen this kind of welcome, and many were overwhelmed.
The fans have been awesome. 3 o'clock in the morning, this many people here is just unbelievable. Yeah.
Should I open the hood up, have him stand up, and stick his head out the roof?
Do you think you could get him? Do you think you could get him to do that?
Come on, John. Stand up there. Stick your head out.
But it was back to business in Chicago. Even after the team suffered 2 tough losses against the Bulls, 100 diehard Jazz fans welcomed the players home. The drive for the title ended with a close loss in Game 6, but that didn't stop the 10,000 fans from giving the Utah Jazz one last hero's welcome. The Jazz received a rare water salute reserved for special occasions. This was definitely one of them.
I truly believe that not only are our fans the best in the NBA, but the best in professional sports. Thanks to all of you. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you for all the support that you fans have given us. I don't think we've ever seen a building as loud and noisy as the Delta Center's been.
The fans, to you guys, we love y'all very much. We almost showed you the title. We're going to give it another shot. Thank you.
Even though fans say goodbye to the Utah Jazz for this season, they know they'll be right back here cheering on the Jazz when they win the World Championship in 1998.
I expect them to win the finals. Yeah. They're going to do awesome.
This past year will be a bittersweet memory of how far the Utah Jazz went and where they still need to go. But win or lose, these welcome homes show just how many hearts the Utah Jazz captured this season.
Thank you, Angela. Airport officials say the number of police officers and security guards on hand during the final welcome home was the largest they've ever had for anyone, and that includes presidential candidate Bob Dole. The playoffs turned Salt Lake City into a real party town. Up next, a look at what's being called Jazz Stock. Stick around. Welcome back to KSL's tribute to the Utah Jazz. We're calling it A Season to Remember. I'm Alema Harrington. Well, during the finals season, we here at KSL tried something new, hosting a Show Me the Title party for any Jazz fan who wanted to come. And boy, did they come. As news specialist Nadine Wimmer tells us, nearly as many fans attended the party outside the Triad Center as those who watched the game inside the Delta Center.
It was something new for Salt Lake City, a party to watch the first home game against Chicago. KSL threw it right here in the Triad parking lot.
If you are a Jazz fan and you don't have tickets, but you want to watch the game with thousands of Utah Jazz fans, there's Big Mo. That's how all these people are going to watch the game. And they're going to have a good time.
There were festivities, food, and fans, lots of them. They rooted for the Jazz and even tried to deflate the Bulls.
I'm going to pretend that's Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan right there.
The home crowd got an exciting win that night.
I say Utah, you say Jazz, Utah, Jazz, Utah, Jazz!
By the next game, these outdoor, uptown, down-home events were a hit.
This is the best of both worlds. We get to come to the game, enjoy the crowd, and do it for free.
I think this is the neatest thing I've ever seen.
A great view of the game on the comfort of your own lawn chair or blanket.
Sourdough bread, deli ham, deli turkey, some pasta salad, every kind of chip you can think of, and noise, noise, noise.
Once again, a home court win thrilled the crowd so much that several fans took their party to the streets. By the third home game, the Show Me the Title party was more like Show Me a Spot party. You could barely even walk through this crowd, estimated at 18,000 people. They perched on the garage terrace, even on the porta potties to celebrate and watch the game. Despite their endless hope and loyal support, though, the Jazz lost that night.
That was the final celebration here in this now empty parking lot, but fans didn't see it as the end. Perhaps it's just a new tradition that brought Jazz fans and the city together. And now they're all waiting for a new season.
Well, what a party. We hope we don't have to wait too long to host another Show Me the Title party.
We hope not. It was just too much fun, Alema. Well, perhaps never in the history of the state has there been one single event that united the citizens and ignited a pride in Utah like this playoff series did. During the last weeks and days of the playoffs, this state literally had a pulse like it's never had before. Perhaps Utah's governor says it best.
Those moments are so rare when a state's heart all beats together at the same time about the same thing. I feel like I've been on a roller coaster ride. I remember after that first playoff loss, I felt like there'd been a death in the family. And then they came back, and we had the big shot at the end with John Stockton.
John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
What a powerful moment that was, and it just draws everyone together.
We have never seen this kind of emotion from Stockton and Malone, and finally, their day has come.
We were, for those 2 weeks, the center of the sports universe.
The crowd rocking here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah.
This was a significant historical social event in the state. I could not have been more proud, and I think other Utahns felt the same way. Now, I've heard people say, but I could take losing. I just didn't want John to lose. I just didn't want Carl to lose. I just didn't want Jeff to lose. I just didn't want Larry to lose. I mean, it was the whole idea of the relationship that we formed with these people as they were going through this drama was a very real part of the experience. We got there once, we can go there again.
And when we do, the state will certainly be ready for it. Now, you may have heard more than a few people over the last few weeks saying, show me the title, including the governor of our state. Coming up next, we'll show you how a simple idea caught on and took this state by storm. Welcome back to our special thank you to the Utah Jazz, a season to remember. I'm Gretchen Carr. Well, what we here at KSL will certainly remember about the season is how much fun we had doing the Drive for the Title specials every night after the 10 o'clock news. Our theme was Show Me the Title, and it seemed like once those spots started hitting the airwaves, everyone wanted to get in on the act.
Big Dog here.
Big Dog. Mike Levitt.
Big Dog, John Sudbury, Jazz #1 fan.
Dick Norris here.
It's your president, Bill Clinton here.
Well, Big Dog, how are you?
This is Nadia Comaneci. Remember me, the perfect 10 gymnast?
Big Dog, yeah. Hey, look, I'm sick of talking about the money. I got 3 rings. It's time for Stockton, Malone, and you to get the ring. Show me the title.
Show me the what?
Big Dog, show me the title.
That's right. Give me the feeling.
Show me the title, okay?
I want to hear you say it louder.
Before I do, you gotta show me the title.
Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, show me the title.
Come on, little Lock, give me the what?
No one wears a suit the way you wear a suit. Now show me the title.
Come on, I need to feel it, baby. Come. You hear me? Come on.
You need to get your big butt down there, a whale away, get your hands up, go up with 2 hands, establish a dominant presence, and show me the rebound so you can show me the title.
Come on, baby, I need some feeling. Come on, come on, come on.
Show me the title! Hello?
Give me much more feeling. I can't hear you.
And show me the title, man.
Give me the feeling. Show me the title, Big Dog. I said, give me some feeling. I can't hear you.
Dog, I'm telling you, show me the title.
Yes, the title now, Big Dog.
You can shoot it, the whole 9 yards, but show me the title.
Give me much more feeling. I can't hear you.
Hey, Big Dog! Show me the title!
Now, there were a whole lot more people that wanted to become Show Me the Title stars, but Alema, we just simply ran out of time.
Yeah, that's right, we did. Gretchen, there were others that we taped, but we couldn't use them. 100 employees of Discover Carve, they danced to the Macarena, but technical problems with our tape meant, well, it didn't make air. There were also a few mistakes that you didn't see, and for good reason.
Go get close up.
Okay, everybody got to bark all at once.
Put the phone to your ear every time.
Okay.
Say this week only or whatever you say.
No, there's 3 days left, Big Dog.
3 games left.
3 games left. I don't want to hear nothing. I just want to see.
I need to use a phone. You happen to have a phone? I need one really bad. I need to make an important call.
Cellular phone?
Yeah, you don't have a cellular phone?
I've got one.
Oh, you do really? Well,
Look in the lens and then tip my glasses
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Right.
Or take them off.
Now, tip them down.
Gotta, whatever you want.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Are you going to want this?
Yeah. Do what you were going to do.
Okay. Okay. You ready? May I see your driver's license, registration, and mobile phone, please?
Okay. So you've got me on the phone, don't you? I mean, I just got to pick it up and talk because you've already got me doing that.
And his name is Tiger Woods. You show me the title, and I immediately change his name to Antoine Big Dog. As a matter of fact, I'll even let him kiss you if you show me the title. Oh, yeah.
Big Dog, we have you surrounded. Show us the title or we break down your door.
Well, he's dancing right now trying to show me the title.
You say Big Dog here.
All right.
Hey, Big Dog, show me the title.
What? No, let's get serious here. You said what? Show me the title, baby. Hey. Come on now, give it to me. Show me the title. Come on. Hey.
Okay, we want, okay. That was good, I like that.
You got to show me the title. I can't hear you. Show me the title. Yeah, baby. Show us the title. Show me the title. Don't answer phone for a minute. Okay. Bye.
Oh, man. Well, the Jazz didn't quite show us the title, but we sure had a lot of fun asking them to. Well, a Chicago radio host had a few surprises up his sleeve for the Jazz players and even some of our KSL crew. A look at Johnny B and his antics coming up next.
Right side, fire for three. Got it. Brian Russell, his second three-pointer of the half.
Welcome back to the Utah Jazz, a season to remember. I'm Alema Harrington.
And I'm Gretchen Carr. The drive for the title reached a new pitch when the Jazz were in Chicago preparing for Game 2, and a Chicago radio station decided to join in on the rivalry.
On a Chicago radio station at this very moment, the disc jockeys are calling the Jazz at their hotel, waking them up out of bed. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hello? Mr. Stockton. How you doing today? Johnny B. calling Celebrity Wake Up Call. How are you today? It's a little early. Yeah, I know you go back to bed. Thanks. Yeah, all right. Hey, can I ask you a question? No, I'm going to go back to bed. Bye. What time you usually get up?
These were the Monday morning wake-up calls that sparked a telephone war between two cities.
He got 5 of the Jazzmen out of bed this morning. Here's how it sounded with Brian Russell.
Hello? Byron, how are you? Just talked to Stockton. He told me to give you a call about some stuff we're doing right before the meeting today. But you got to call me back, man. I'm asleep still. Byron, but wait a second. My name is Brian. That's what I said, Brian. You said Byron. No, I said Brian.
Chicago fans called it funny. Utahns called it a lousy trick. And we just left it up to you.
Johnny B's work number on the air tomorrow, say, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, is 1-800-746-9472. We're not suggesting you do anything with that. We'll just pass that information along as a public service.
The next morning, the phone lines at WLUP jammed with callers from Utah wanting to give Johnny B their 2 cents worth.
And all these lines now are lit with people from Utah. Hello, Susan.
What?
What? Are you calling from Utah?
I am.
How are you, lamb chop? Hello, Gary.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I really think you kind of suck myself.
There you go. Now you calling from Utah?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Back at home, KSL was fielding dozens of calls from retaliating Chicago fans. The banter went on for hours until finally we decided to pay a visit to the Loop to introduce Utah to Johnny B.
We have the Channel 5. Hi, Gretchen.
Hi.
Salt Lake City Television just came in here.
By evening, it appeared the fervor might die down and go away. By morning, it was apparent it wouldn't.
Johnny B just made a phone call to my colleague and our colleague, Gretchen Carr, over at the hotel.
We're calling Gretchen Carr, KSL NBC affiliate, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Hello?
Hey, Gretchen.
Yes.
Hi, this is Johnny B. We're on the air. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
You see the front page of the Salt Lake City Tribune today?
Well, no, I'm in Chicago.
Oh, that's right.
Well, now that the playoffs are over, the phone calls have stopped, and I can tell you we're all sleeping a little bit sounder. But just wait until next year, Johnny B, because now Utah has your number.
All right, a lot of fun. Hey, in round one, the Jazz had a date with the Clippers of Los Angeles. In the final round, our own Rod Zippy Zundel had his own date with some Clippers, and they were in the hands of Antoine, the big dog Carr. A look at the Zips clip coming up next.
Welcome back to our special program we are calling the Utah Jazz A Season to Remember. I'm Gretchen Carr.
And I'm Alema Harrington. Well, he made the bet, the Jazz won the games, and then the public demanded that he shave it off. If bald is beautiful, KSL's Rod Zundel is the king of chrome domes. News specialist Robert Walls tells us why Rod is sporting the new look.
Oh, Rod. Oh, this is great, isn't it?
The hum of Anton Carr's razor slowly moved across Rod Zundel's head, removing what little hair he had, and creating what many feel is a Rick Majerus look-alike.
Don't want to look like Rick Majerus. Rick, I don't look like you, Coach.
There you go.
See, this does not look like Rick Majerus.
Zundel got the shave as payment for a friendly bet he made with Jazz forward Antoine Carr.
Big dog and a little pup. Show me the head.
Well, Rod claims that he didn't bet against the Jazz, but offered his hair as an inspiration for the team to do better. But now the series is over, and Rod's head is still bald.
Well, I took a shower, trying to rub the fingers through the hair and get some shampoo, but I didn't need any shampoo. That was a weird feeling.
In Rod's mind, he looks like pro quarterback Terry Bradshaw.
Well, yeah, he's my idol, so yeah, I don't mind looking like Terry Bradshaw.
But Rod now finds himself in a lineup of chrome domers, some favorable, others questionable. Can you pick out which one is Rod? Nope, that's actor Yul Brynner.
Now I am a man, world have changed a lot.
Okay, try again. Close, but that's actually James McDougal. All right, one more chance. No, wrong again. That's Uncle Fester from the Addams Family.
It was kind of eerie, but that was all creepy.
Rod's head-shaving adventure drew a large audience in the drive for the title series. It's hard not to smile when you see Rod's hairless head as he anchors the sports. Some think he looks better this way.
Hey, I made a bet and I lost, and actually it feels pretty good, really.
Rod should learn you can't bet against the Jazz and win. Rod isn't sure what to do with his hair now, or lack of it. He says he wants to try an experiment and see if he can make it look a little more full when it grows back. Well, if you have any hair grow home remedies, he says he'll give them all a try.
We'll pass them along. Thanks a lot, Alema. Well, not only was the big dog our in-house barber, he was also the MVP for our drive for the title.
Houston.
Yeah, well, a lot of people kind of think us old guys is kind of should be out of here. We're all dust collecting, but we're ready.
Any comment?
We'll see. That's all I have to say. We'll see. You want to make promises? Okay. Well, knock on wood, cross your fingers and toes, and hopefully we can get that.
I'm not talented enough to cross my toes.
Well, neither am I, but it sounds good.
A huge night in Jazz history.
This is just great, especially to see John hit that jumper like he did up and have Carl set a good pick on the man who was guarding Stock. He did that. Stock got wide open, and then the rest is history. 3 points in their face. Houston, we have a problem.
Oh.
My man, Horny.
Hey, the big dog show as we look at this winning shot by Stockton. He's been around 13 years and joining us on the drive for the title. Big Dog's bringing in Jeff Hornacek. You want to interview your
No. I'm going to let you handle that because I got to go kiss my family and say yes.
All right, we're going to bring in Hornacek.
Well, it's definitely something to get used to. I would love to get used to. I like to be here every year I can. And sometimes the wheel kind of falls off of your car. Well, this one happened to fall off that day. But I think we'll turn that around tomorrow night.
And there's no carryover in playoff games. That's what people don't understand. It doesn't matter how you lose. Each game has its own story. So once you start here, I guess it starts over.
Well, we've got to keep our home court advantage here. We've got to come out and play extremely hard. With our fans, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
And we'll be right back with a final look at this season to remember.
Welcome back. We're honoring the Utah Jazz tonight with what we are calling a season to remember. I'm Alema Harrington.
And I'm Gretchen Carr. Alema, who could ever forget that amazing comeback against Denver? It helped make for a regular season we'll never forget.
Yes, indeed. But the memories that are attached to the Jazz' incredible run through the postseason are the best. And we'll leave you tonight with a final look at those playoffs and the hope that the Jazz are right back in there next year. Thanks for being with us.
Good night.
Let's get ready to rumble! Malone finding Ostertag for the dunk. Chris Morris. Screen by Ostertag. Hornacek three. Oh! Ryan Russell on his way to the hoop.
Paul Malone, 1996-97 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Drexler outside. Maloney. Johnson at the buzzer. On the move, off the glass, no. Rebound, timeout called with 2.5 on the clock. Stockton, open three. Good! John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
What an awesome feeling. What an awesome feeling. It's unbelievable.
You see why John Stockton is one of the 5 best players I ever played against. He was the best player in this series, and he was just terrific tonight.
Able to beat him, but not able to hit. Ostertag with the 9 possession. Michael Jordan. By Longley. Stockton got the steps for the 4-2 lead. Floor for the first time. Beautiful pass again. Malone the shot.